Greetings and salutations, my fellow metalheads. This is Author J.S. coming at you January 24th, 2016 for the latest episode of the Metal Meet and Greet with me. I know, your life is now complete. Okay, first of all, it is cold. It is. I'm not going to hear any argument. Queenie's still asleep, and it's cold. I'll prove it. Current temperature in Altamont Springs, Florida, near Orlando, 43 degrees. Current temperature in London, 57. How is it warmer over across the pond than here? Are you kidding me? The reason why I bitch about the cold is because it's not supposed to be. Florida. We live here for a reason, and the heat is one of them. Ugh. So every January and February, yeah, Floridians turn into whiny little bitches, okay? I'll admit it. We don't like it. I realize the rest of you are dealing with 2 feet of snow right now. You can't even get out of your driveways. I get it. But you live there for a reason. I live here for a reason. So therefore, it's cold. We don't like it. Oh, I think the low got down to 36 degrees. The heat's on. She doesn't like it when the heat's on. I made her turn it on before she went to bed last night. Thank God. I'll be frozen popsicle right now. It's cold. I was standing outside and I could see my breath. It's cold. I don't want to be cold. I think when I was growing up as a child, there were a few things I decided on I was not going to tolerate when I grew up and became an adult, so I wouldn't have to do anymore. One of them was mowing lawns. I haven't mowed a lawn since I was 16. And the second, I would never be cold again. I did grow up in a cold weather state. I do know what snow is. I used to ski on it, for crying out loud. I get it. I know what cold is. I truly do. I feel for you all. I have shoveled my fair weight in snow. I have blown it off of my car. I've driven in black ice. I've done it. One of the things I decided as a child, as I had wet feet walking to school in the snow, was that when I grew up, I would find a way to not have to deal with it anymore, i.e. Florida. Hi, how you doing? Welcome to the Sunshine State, where we don't have snow. But apparently it's cold. Oh my God. The wind wasn't blowing, it'd actually be tolerable. It's beautiful and sunny outside right now. But it's cold. Oh. So we're all just, yeah, you're going to have to put up with Floridians bitching about the weather for a little while. It really won't warm up back to normal temperatures till about March. So I'm like, oh God, help you all. Okay, it's enough about me and the cold. Now on to Temptation. It's rocking. It's going well. I forgot to bring up the draft before I started recording this. My apologies, but I had a eureka moment while I wait for that to pop up. I had a eureka moment that just blew this wide open. You all know I was not happy with the outline, and well, the characters were definitely not happy with it. And when this idea came to me for the story twist, I just absolutely fell over myself with glee. I couldn't believe it. It's good. It's so good. A new villain is about to emerge, and you all know how much I love villains. I love writing them. They're fun. They're really fun, and I've hinted at him in Reconciliation. So you're about to get to know a particular Russian. Yes. Oh yes. And the twist is just mind-blowing in my opinion. It's really good because I was able weave it all together from book 1. When you can just put it all together and make it make sense, oh, fucking gold. I mean, this is just, come on. Come on. Wow. Could this metal band go through any more crap? Speaking of, there's a lot going on in this book. A lot. I am roughly, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 18 chapters in right now, and the word count is currently sitting at 53,890. Wow. Yeah, this is going to be a big one. Huge. I haven't even stated it yet. I've just addressed the cliffhanger and the after effects of such cliffhanger, and there's a lot going on in this book. I'm glad I trimmed the outline down because the old outline as it was just not going to work. This works. And this twist that I have, it's epic. This book is going to be insane. And it may have to stretch into book 5. It might have to. I don't know. I still haven't decided. It's epic. Speaking of other epic news, Torn, author Terry George, she's done. In 56 days, she was able to crank out 91,000 plus words in her 4th novel. That's amazing. She's sending it to her beta today, and her beta will take an eagle eye to it and fish out anything she missed. And it'll be ready for release on Valentine's Day. She wants to put it up for pre-order on the 4th. I'm so proud of her. I cannot begin to tell you how proud of I am. Oh my god, I mean, I can't even crank out a novella in that amount of time. That is just an insane amount of time. Considering it takes, on average, about 3 to 6 months for an indie author to crank out a novel, and that's hauling ass. They say regular production time is about a year, and then another year for editing. This was, wow. I'm impressed. I've seen her just go through all some ups and downs. I mean, she really, 56 days, I'm even going to say shorter than that. I'd say 40. When she first got here to the States, it was culture shock, number 1, shell shock, number 2, just, I mean, a whole lot of what the fuck's going on in her head, I'm sure. And she was nervous, and she was just, she'd hit writer's block. And she was working on teasers and videos and just doing all sorts of things for the Frost trilogy, but not really working on this book. I didn't really hear constant clicking of the keys until well after Thanksgiving, and then I knew Torn was underway. And when the light bulb finally went on with her, she really started going. And she finished this book with lack of wine, I might add. Today's Sunday. We got to get our asses to the grocery store. We're out of essential supplies here, so we're gonna have to brave the cold and run out and get some wine and everything, because it's just, she's been okay, she's fine, but she's also very relieved it's over with. So she's decided on her next book, and it's going to be very different from what she's written before, and I'm really excited for her. She's told me kind of the premise of it, and it's going to be good. If it comes from Terry, it's going to be brilliant. Other epic news. This writer's life is about to change. Oh, it's huge. It's huge. Every writer waits for this. I really can't talk about it right now. It's big. It's big. And 2 of my dear friends are making it possible for me, and I'm forever grateful for them. And in turn, they're also making another thing happen for Terry as well. I mean, it's just that post that I put up on Facebook a couple days ago about you just keep believing things will happen. Yeah. God is good. He's really good. It all started with an offer on something to do with promotion and turned into something else. And then as I was thanking God with taking my walk at work, God spoke and said, this is what else you need to do in this whole thing. So it just, I am a profound person of faith, and I make no apologies in my love and devotion and defense of Christ. I am his daughter, and I am his child, and I will come to his defense all the time, and to him I give the glory always. I really do. And this is huge. This is big for me and Terry. This is big. I'm alluding to it right now because everything is just preliminary right now. But it will, we have a Skype phone call scheduled on Wednesday. And once I think we talk more with the heads of agreement, I'll be able to make a formal announcement on the next episode of Metal Meet and Greet. So, the only hint I'll give to this is the paperback production may be pushed further out because of this. It's... You all know what I'm getting at, don't you? Yeah. you go from one status to another, legal things change, and you've got to be careful. And somebody else takes the reins, you've got to let them take it. So I'm like, okay, well, oh boy, I don't know, but those of you that are on the list for paperbacks, I promise you will get them in one way or another. You'll get them. I don't. However they're printed, I have no idea, but you will get them. I promise. I do. I promise. There's a lot that's got to happen. This is going to be a busy next couple of months, that's for sure. So, you're listening to the Temptation soundtrack in the background, by the way. I have it ready to go. It's every song was chosen specifically for a reason, and it's good. It's really good. I'm excited. A lot of good things happening. So, all right. Well, I'm going to get off of here and allow you to go enjoy your Sundays. Thank you for being a part of my world, writing. Leave a review of something today, anything. If you finished a book, leave a review. Help that author out. By the way, we found an insider secret. Sari stumbled across it by accident, I think. When an author reaches 50 reviews on Amazon, Amazon promotes them to lead, as in best-selling status. Only 50 per publication. That's how it's done. That's why reviews are so important. Sales, whatever. Reviews is where it's at. Please, help us out. Help! If you haven't left a review for any of my books yet, and you adore me and you love me, prove it. It's important. Please. Please. Okay, I'm through begging today. I'm going to get back to Temptation. I'm writing a schmexy love scene. It's taking a little bit longer than I normally do, but I have to do justification of these two characters. So here we go with the babbling again. All right. Have yourself a wonderful couple of weeks. Stay warm wherever you're at. Stay dry wherever you're at. And look forward to my complaining and bitching and moaning on Facebook. That's what I do best. All right. With that, Author J.S. now, signing out. Have yourself an awesome day. Bye.